Well, Maniacs, I am still here at MegaCon 2023, and we've got a modern-day legend over here across the table from me, Mr. RyanStegman. How you doing, sir?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's the first MegaCon I've been to doing interviews in 15 years.
Really?
First one I've been to in 10 years. That's just attending. This con has changed, man. It's huge.
You're from the area?
I'm from St. Augustine.
Okay.
Yeah. Used to live in Orlando. Actually, used to work for an artist that was based in Orlando. So I spent a lot of time at MegaCon, but holy cow, it's huge now,
Yeah,
man.
it's massive.
It's huge. How often do you get to MegaCon?
This is my third or fourth year in a row.
Oh, wow.
I hadn't done it ever until I started doing it, and Donnie convinced me to come down here.
Right.
And
thank you, Donnie.
yeah, it's just, it's a great time to get out of Michigan right now. Like, we're in the transition between, winter and spring, so it's like
Slush.
Yes, some days it's 40 degrees, some days it's 60. You never know, and it's raining and ugly, and so
go outside, and it was pretty and pristine white the other day, and then now it's just slush and muck.
Right.
I'm from northern Indiana, so I feel your
where
pain.
in northern Indiana?
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm from Indiana.
Oh, no kidding.
My family's all from there. I was born in Anderson. Yeah.
Oh, no kidding, man. Well, right on, fellow Indiana boy.
Yeah,
awesome, man. So, how did you get into comics? Like, did somebody introduce you to comics? Did you start reading them at a young age?
So I had a little bit of access to. I didn't have much access.
Right.
But, I had a friend. I moved to Pennsylvania when I was in third grade.
Okay.
I had a friend who had comic books, and I got really into them because he had them.
Hell yeah.
But I didn't have my own, and I didn't really know how to get them or anything. So I was obsessed with these ones that he had.
Right.
Then when I was in high school, I was about 15. I went to a chiropractor.
Okay.
I had like headache problems at the age. I'm fine now. But there was a comic book store next door. Comic book store next door. And I was just like, Dad, can we go in there real quick? And I bought a couple of copies of Spawn. And from that point on, I was like, I'm coming back here. It wasn't really walking distance from my house. I had to walk on a main road that didn't have a sidewalk.
Yeah.
I'd walk on the street. My mom actually saw me one time when she was driving and got pretty upset, but I would go every Wednesday, and I would steal quarters from my dad, and I just was hooked.
Yeah. So was it Spawn that made you want to actually do this for a living? Like, what was the point where you're like, you know what, this is what I want to do?
That was pretty much it. I mean, I knew I could draw. I was really into animation. I wanted to be an animator.
Oh, okay.
And then I saw comic books, and I was like, I think that Todd McFarlane was so out there with, he put himself out there in showing you like what it took to be a comic book artist and what it was like. And I was like, oh, you get to just like stay home and draw pictures? Like that sounds way better than animation.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just like, okay, so the skill that I had, because I definitely drew all the time and I was good at it, I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to do with it.
Okay. And did you always want to work on like, known characters, or have you wanted to do like your own stuff, like your creator own stuff? My
ultimate goal obviously was to do creator own stuff.
Okay.
I also still love doing Spider-Man. I'd love to do some Batman stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that the ultimate goal is to create and own stuff. And that's what we're doing with Vanish, and I've got another creator-owned book coming out that I want to create new things. That's what I like to do.
Excellent, man. Let's see. If there was any creator that you could work with, living or dead right now, that you could work with, who would you choose?
Like if I was going to choose somebody that was a writer?
Yeah.
Maybe Alan Moore, if he was going to go back to like his America's Best Comics type style, like something like that.
Very cool.
I think he's just the best, and he writes some weird stuff now. But
oh yeah, have you ever read Jerusalem, his book?
No, I haven't.
It's a 60-hour audiobook, and it's like these 4 gigantic novels woven into a Gordian knot of a narrative, and it's good, but it's very thick to get through. Yeah.
I'd check that out. I think that Garth Ennis would also be really fun.
Oh, dude, that would be amazing. Seeing you and Garth work on something. Yeah, that would be incredible. What is your process right now? Are you still traditional, like all the way, or do you?
I do a digital layout, and then I print that out on board and finish it traditional.
Okay, that's actually what I've been doing as well.
Yeah.
I find it's easy to iterate. You can fix things.
Yeah.
You can send the layouts to an editor, and they can fix it.
Right.
Tell you what needs to be changed. Okay, cool. So, what are you using the multi-liner?
Yeah, I use that for some of the inking. I don't know. I just use whatever's around.
Okay. And do you always ink your own stuff now?
No.
Okay.
Go. I have JP Mayer ink it, who's really good.
He did the inks on Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he inks me the way that I would ink myself if I was patient, but I'm not patient.
If you were patient. Okay. Well, I mean, then it sounds like they found the right person to ink you.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, very rarely do I hear an artist say they ink me the way I would, or I would like to. That's amazing. What are you currently working on aside from Vanish?
They're gonna announce something that I'm doing tomorrow.
Ooh.
So I can't say that.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm writing, or I'm drawing Vanish, and I'm creating another Image comic that I'm going to be doing covers for and co-writing.
Hell yeah!
And then I will be doing some more Marvel stuff in the future. Vanish permitting.
Yeah, dude. I hope it's Ghost Rider. I would love to see like a classic Ghost Rider, like what you're drawing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had any advice to give an artist trying to break into the industry, what would it be?
That's a good question. I would say find your peer group. Mm-hmm. So like that was kind of an important stage of development for me. Was I found other guys that were into drawing comic books, and we all made each other better.
Yes.
And
studio environment.
Yeah. And it wasn't like in person, even it was Skype.
Yeah.
But we'd share our stuff and take photos of it.
Yeah.
And so I would say find your peer group and then expand from there.
That's excellent advice. Well, Maniacs, I'm going to let him get back to the line that's starting to form behind me because he's very popular. I mean, for obvious reasons. So I will see you guys on the next video. Dude, Ryan, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the time, man.
Yeah, no problem.
And I look forward to seeing